A quick thought about fathers from the book of Esther today on Motivation Monday. In our family, we have the tradition that after Bible class or after a sermon on the drive back home to Hearst, we talk about the things that we learned. So we'll ask the kids, hey, what'd you talk about in Bible class today? And they'll share some things. Or Brianne and I, my wife and I, will share some things that we learned from our text in Bible class. We'll talk about points from the sermon. We'll ask questions. We'll answer questions. And it's a great time of ongoing learning. I know that many of you do the same thing too, and that is great. Well, yesterday at Bridgewood, our text as part of the Together We Grow curriculum that we're following was the book of Esther, the Old Testament book of Esther, and the person of Esther and the people who surrounded her. And Brianne made this great observation in our car conversation on the way home. Yesterday, of course, was Father's Day, so I think almost all of us were thinking about the fathers that we've had in our lives or the father figures that we've had in our lives. And that's what we see in the text of Esther. We see a strong, positive father figure. We learn very quickly that Esther's biological parents, mom and dad, had died. And so she's being raised by her cousin, Mordecai. Mordecai treated Esther just as his very own daughter. And we see Esther, too, respected and loved Mordecai as if he was her father. What a beautiful lesson and a beautiful observation to take away, especially on Father's Day. So let's apply a few lessons to our lives, things that we can learn, things that we can do this week and in the coming weeks ahead. Well, obviously, I would start with giving thanks for your father, right? We have fathers or father figures in our lives. I know many of you are just like Brianne and I. Our father's not here with us anymore. So there's some challenges there, but there's also great memories and great lessons that have been learned. And so that spurs us on to live the things that they taught us. But we also recognize that there's people all around us who need that father figure in their lives. And so as men, as Christian men, this should be a big, huge calling for us to be involved in the lives of especially those who are young around us, who need that father figure, someone who will help teach, someone who will show them the love of God, someone who will help guide in life and the challenges that will be faced. And how do we accomplish that? How do we start that? Well, of course, being involved and active in each other's lives, being a part of the church body, being a part of our community, where we find those opportunities, where we build those relationships, where we can fill that need that is very present. What an opportunity to rise and to serve and to follow the example of Mordecai. We have so many great examples of great men and great women in the Bible and in the Old Testament and the New Testament. We can apply them to our lives. I hope that this week you will take the things that you've learned from the life of Esther. Maybe you don't know much about her. You can read it, just 10 chapters, and you can learn and grow. But you also have the opportunity to serve others, to serve your community, to help your neighbor, and to play that father figure role in the lives of someone who truly needs it. God bless you this week. Go and be a blessing to others.